Hello again, Greg Merrick back for some more. World of Tanks, Serene Coast Standard Battle. XVM shows us the 62% win rate. This is pretty significant. Although I am low tier, I am at a tier 6 SU-100 with my Magnum gun here, the big 122, similar gun as to that is on the KV-1S, but this one fires faster, a little more accurate, a little more dangerous. Although obviously no turret, fewer hit points, no inferior armor. Now the people on my team, there are 6 tier 8s on my side, 6 tier 8s on the enemy side, maybe 7, and I'm very low down the list here. We do have 2 very nice players from the Harm clan, an Indian Panzer and an Object 416. The enemy team don't really have any noteworthy players except for a pseudo-noteworthy player in the form of a T-34-1. And this is it. Tier 6. Tank destroying at low tier. Let's go ahead and let this progress. I think I've decided to take up position here. If you can see my mouse, I decided to take up position here in the back and get some shots down onto the coast of the town and on this little peninsula where there's usually a lot of action. I'll go ahead and speed it up a touch. I want to just make sure I'm not the only one going this way. Since I'm so low tier, there's not a whole lot I can do on my own. And this being a very support-focused tank regardless. There's a T-25 AT also in this front. He probably doesn't want me to get too close. There's also, it's worth noting, there's no artillery in this match. Trying not to knock down too many trees, but I want to get a nice wide angle on the battlefield here. Once I get behind this bush in a satisfactory way, I will be ready to go. I know I'm right at the edge of where they're going to see anyway. I'm not too concerned with actually sticking out from this bush. I don't stick out from the bush. I didn't even double check. But I figured even if I did, I'm so far away it would be tough for them to spot me. I'm going to take a shot at the Object 416. Not going to happen. I do not have Sixth Sense with this tank. I do not know when I'll be spotted. And these tanks are within possible view range. Got a tier 6 German heavy poking his head out here. Took a blind shot. I probably dinged off him and scared him back a touch, or at least he saw the round hit and pushed him back. Cautious. He's being cautious. I'm being cautious. Everybody's being cautious. The enemy has lost a significant number of players already so early in this game. Although we just lost one of our best players as well in the form of the Object 416. High tier, good player, and half of our good platoon. They have yet to lose a tier 8 tank, so I'll actually give them the advantage at this point. And I am not having any luck even penetrating these low tier tanks. This 122 is a little trickier to get to pin because it's so inaccurate. It's hard to aim for weak points. You just got to fill that reticle with tank and hope to God you hit something that you can penetrate. And that's only a tier 6 tank. I'm not too terribly proud of myself. I did put nearly 1,000 damage into him. Wouldn't mind taking a shot here at this Object 416. He's playing around. He's scooting. I know he's trying to escape, so I give a blind fire. Got a lucky hit there. Figured that's the way he'd go. Another actual fairly low roll, 381. And since that was their last tank on the peninsula, I'm going to go ahead and help my team by continuing to push forward. And we are still at a disadvantage. We have lost another tier 8, the other half of our good platoon, the other really good player that we had on this team. He's gone. They solidly have the advantage at this point, in my opinion. See if we have any shots on anything over here. Oh, of course, the Object 416 sneaking by. That's a fairly slow tank. and he is not paying attention to where he's going. See if we can't do a little more here. Oh, he gets stuck. I actually shot him in the side with a high explosive round, hoping I could, I was actually getting ready to shoot that Hellcat in the distance with it. Figured my high explosive round would do me more good. But that Object 416 ended up taking it for me anyway. I've got just a sliver of this Hellcat I'm half aiming at, just waiting for him to pull up a little bit. And of course, people are shooting the house around the Hellcat, so it pulls back. Thanks, guys. Our heavies are sitting at the edge of the peninsula over here. They're trying to spot in for me. Obviously, I'm spotting for myself. There's the edge of my view range there, over here. They've got lots of tank in the far northwest, and every tank that we've got in that area has been destroyed. The only place we're still holding is the peninsula. I just got shot here on the right. I don't see who shot me. Normally it would display down here, but I didn't see him, so I don't know who shot me. T-28, a very dangerous tank, although he's not going anywhere anytime soon. I'd like to get a shot on this T-34. I'd like to get that gun out of the game. At this point they have, with my help, I took out one of their Tier 8s. I'm about to take out one of their scouts. He must not know I can see him. Scouts are really important at this point in the game, especially when you're a tank destroyer and he can just run around behind you and shoot you in the back all day long. Still like to take this T-34 out. My T-28 buddy here, he's probably can do it a little safer than me. But I've got full health. I'm willing to take a risk. And I'm trying to sight in that T-34-1. No luck. I decided to just blind fire in case. I figured I wouldn't be firing anytime soon anyway. There's that T-34. He's still there. The enemy has plenty of dangerous tanks left. They've still got 4 Tier 8s left. And we only have 2. One of them's really slow. Alright, lots of tanks left. This FCM is over by our base. I asked the T-28 to fall back. Hoping he does. I see a Ferdinand over there. I don't want to get shot by that gun. 500 alpha average. That's solidly scary. But I'd like to take out this T-34-1. He could easily be a threat to our T-28. And just circle fire at him and take him out. Carousel. Now I figured the Ferdinand's going to there's going to be houses between me and the Ferdinand. So I'm going to go ahead and advance. See if maybe I can get a shot on a Tiger or finish off this T-34-1. My team's not being too terribly aggressive. I figure I've got a shot on the underbelly of the tank there, but all I did was track him. Figure maybe I can get a shot off before he can. And again, just struck the side of his armor. I have no idea where I was going there. The T-34 pokes out, shoots me in the track. He didn't want to take too careful of an aim with my big old gun, but he took a bullet from me anyway. Alright, still got to worry about this Tiger. I don't want him shooting me. So I'm backing away down the hill, making them come to me. I'm low tier. They should feel confident in engaging me. Although I do pack a 390 alpha damage, that's actually keeping this Tiger back. Between me and the T-34, that is. Oh, put 409 onto that Tiger too. That pissed him off. And this Ferdinand's coming to finish me off. And I'm getting shot, actually. I got shot by the FCM-50T behind me. Now I'm going to try to get behind this Ferdinand, and he's being very thoughtful, and he's trying to follow me in his bigger, slower tank. I still have to worry about this FCM, but my T-32 buddy took out the King Tiger, so I can actually do this. He stopped. I don't know what he was thinking he was going to do. I didn't even bother to track him, because I figure I'm so much faster, so much more maneuverable. Now, if I were a lighter tank, he could actually push me up against that house and limit what we could do. But I'm still a fairly large, fairly heavy tank. He manages to pin me here a little bit. I'm trying to back up. I decided just to pull forward a little bit and try again. Now, I can back up faster than he can. I wasn't too concerned. And this Tier 8 incredibly dangerous tank destroyer is being murdered by a Tier 6, also incredibly dangerous tank destroyer. Another very low roll on this Ferdinand. One more shot, 15 hit points. I could probably ram him with enough motivation and finish him off. Finally took out that Ferdinand. The T-32 over here on the end of the peninsula and our T-28 are pinning my buddy here, the FCM. They're pinning him in the middle of the peninsula. Now, I am one kill from a Top Gun, but I'm not going to risk my life, potentially the game, just for a Top Gun. That's not how I play. The victory is the more important thing to me. Trying for a turret to pop up somewhere. I also don't want to offer him much of a target. I disintegrated part of my cover there. Just shooting at little slivers of tank. You'd be surprised how often you can actually nail those little slivers of tank that pop through. And of course, he left himself exposed for a moment after I shot. I'm sure. I don't know if that was intentional or if he just got lucky that he stopped after I shot. Another sliver of tank I'm going to shoot at. Just over his bow. Very close to doing another 400 on him. Maybe even ammo racking him and getting that Top Gun. Alright, so the SU-100. I've actually done terrible with this tank. I don't know how. It is such a fantastic tank. It's got solid maneuverability. You can get some dings. Of course, the driver's hatch is right there and has thin armor. And it's only 70 millimeters, even where you don't have a weak spot. But you can get some dings, especially if you're on a hill, shooting down a little bit, and it actually increases the angle of your armor a touch. It doesn't have great turret down traverse, but it's enough to add to this little angle, give you a few bounces. I bounced all day on a SU-85, SU-52. He was dinging on me all day with his 122 millimeter. Well, regardless, I did very nearly 4,000 damage in a Tier 8 battle with my Tier 6 tank, and had some good success. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. This is Greg Merrick. Hope you liked it. Subscribe if you did. Have a good one.